Good evening and welcome back to the Nova Desi Convention Center as we continue with the second round eliminations in tonight's main game in Season 9 of the UNTV Cup, ang Liga ng Public Servants. Let's welcome in first your AFP Cavaliers. Number 1, Ray Cabanayan. Number 5, Esther Rosopa. Number 8, Boyet Bautista. Number 9, Mike Salupado. Number 12, Edgar Castro. Number 13, Melencio Mendoza. Number 18, Paulino Fernandez. Number 20, Romeo Almerol. Number 29, Francis Regalado. Number 30, Darwin Cordero. Number 31, Jerry Lumungsod. Number 32, Winston Serio. And number 66, Wilfred Casulia. Their head coach is Sonny Manukat. Assistant coaches are Jeffrey Cambao, Eugene Tan, and Ferdinand Go. Now give it up for your Senate defenders. Number 1, J.R. Ramos. Number 3, the Honorable Senator Joel Villanueva. Number 4, Lawrence Gasparillo. Number 7, the Honorable Senator Bongo. Number 9, Michael Omega. Number 12, Ray Malaga. Number 13, Mark Anthony Marcos. Number 16, Samuel Rason. Number 18, Clark Torrente. Number 20, Harry Petilos. Number 25, Romel Balboa. Number 34, the Honorable Senator Sonny Angara. Number 55, James Mangaran. Number 71, Jeffrey Sanders. And number 91, Harley Nang. Their coaches are Mike Fermin and Tata Fermin. Let's first meet the starting five of your AFP Cavaliers. At guard number 31, Jerry Lumungsod. The other guard number 20, Romeo Almerol. At center, number 5, Esther Rosopa. At forward, number 30, Darwin Cordero. In the other forward, number 12, Edgar Castro. Here now is the starting lineup of your Senate defenders. At guard number 9, Michael Omega. The other guard number 20, Harry Petilos. At center, number 25, Romel Balboa. At forward, number 71, Jeffrey Sanders. In the other forward, number 55, James Mangaran. Officiating this ball game are Julius Medillo, Edgar Orpilla, and John Dave Jaramillo. UNTV Cup, ang Liga ng Public Servants.
And here we go with our third game of our triple header ngayon dito sa UNTV Cup. A bit of a false start dito sa ating tip-off. First possession, sails out of bounds at mapupunta to sa AF or sa Senate defenders. And pag-usapan muna natin ating Senate defenders in that last game. Losing against PNP. They were led in scoring by Marcos with 19 points in that game. Pero suffering the first defeat dito. Sumusubok makabawi dito ang Senate defenders as the AFP Cavaliers commit a foul earlier this ball game as we send it over to Rina for a report on the floor. Rina?
Yes, Andre, the AFP Cavaliers will take advantage here of the luxury of having a 2-week break. That break for them doesn't mean rest at all, but sharpening their skills with 11 days of practices. As per Coach Sonny Manukat, they will utilize here the gift of endurance and their speed and play. They don't have the height advantage here, hence make good use of their fastness and speed and play. With regards to their players, Winston Serio won't see action due to a knee injury, and si Boyet Bautista, who also has that knee injury, but will try to force himself to be of help to the team. Back to you, Andre.
All right, thank you, Rina, for that report. Again, 11 days of practice. Malaking bagay yun for a team like this. Senate gets the stop. Tumatakbo dito ang Senate defenders. Again, in that last game, losing 59-55 against PNP. As they misfire this, Omega gets the offensive board. Atapik ang bola. Will stay with the Senate defenders. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the defenders. Set to inbound from the baseline. Balboa kicks it out to Sanders. Sanders has had a quiet game last time. 6 points na para kay Sanders, pero mainit ang simula dito ng Senate defenders. Petilos hits on the 3 from the corner. On the other side of the court, AFP Cavaliers in their last game winning a close one, 107-102. Led by 3 players scoring 20 points each, or at least 20 points each, and Lumungsod, Cordero, and Castro. Sila pumukol ng at least 20 points in that last game in a high-scoring affair. Tingnan natin if that continues in this game. Atake dito. AFP gets their first points. Almerol, who had 18 points of his own in that last game, scores the first bucket of AFP. Nice play, Senate. Omega inside. Good defense. Wala sa AFP. Bit too strong or that low on that pass mula sa AFP. So transition turnover para sa Cavaliers. Defenders naman ngayon trying to get the ball across the court. Sanders, binabantayan dito. Good defense mula sa AFP. They get it across. Pumaposte sa loob. Senate attacking inside. A bit of a tight squeeze there. Omega, wide open 3. Hindi na ipasok. AFP gets the board. They're off and running in transition. Senate gets back on defense. Cordero wide open from the outside. 3. Hindi na ipasok yun. Sanders gobbles up the board. 5-2 pa rin ang ating score here early in the first quarter. Sanders. Playing point guard right now. Binabantayan si Castro. Swinging the ball around. 8 seconds on the shot clock para sa Senate. Atake dito. Balboa. Short stab jumper. Short for Balboa. AFP. Running down court again. Swings it to the corner. Open 3. Pangatlo na yan. Wala yan para sa AFP. Offensive rebound. Mapupunta sa AFP. Tight squeeze. Hindi mahawakan ng bola. Turnover. That will go back to Senate. So Senate avoiding mistakes here. Stopping AFP multiple times on defense. Keeping their 3-point lead. Omega naghanap ng mapapasahan. Balboa. Hawak ang bola. Trying to find Sanders. Sanders thought about it. Atake drives the middle, takes the contact. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Jeffrey Sanders in his last game only hit 6 points. 3 of 11, not an efficient day para kay Jeffrey Sanders. Last time around, 5 rebounds, no assists, 3 steals. And he starts off with a miss at the free throw line. A very low scoring affair against PNP. Second free throw para kay Sanders. Malakas pa rin. Omega trying to get that offensive board. AFP gets the rebound. Tingnan natin sa nahanap na opensa dito ang AFP. Lumungsod. The last game's leading scorer. Using the pick and roll. Crossover. Atake. Good defense. Kicks it out. Open shot. Beautiful play mula sa AFP. Almerol gets the second bucket para sa AFP. A bit of a slow grind here to start this game. Balboa. Nahanap si Sanders. Sanders. Nag-isipan. Na-atake. That's an offensive foul against Balboa. Tatawagan siya dito ng turnover. Offensive foul yan. Pupunta ang bola sa AFP with a chance to take the lead. Palitan ng tao from both teams. Petilos checks out of the ball game. Shuffle of players here mula sa Senate defenders. Lumungsod. Using that big body for that screen. Tatawagan ng foul dito. Senate. That's called for a foul here. 3 team fouls for Senate. Dalawa pa lang para sa AFP in this ball game. Lumungsod. Sideline inbound para sa AFP. Cordero One-on-one kontra kay Omega. Atake, nice move, hangs in the air. Hindi mahawakan ng bola. Gets his own rebound. Uses control of the basketball, kicks it out. Lumungsod, pinag-isipan. Drives the middle, nice fake. Contorts his body and he will go to the free throw line. Beautiful play mula kay Lumungsod. Napakagat niya sa defense ang buong Senate defenders on that play. So Lumungsod at the free throw line now. Shooting 2 free throws. First free throw ties the ball game at 5. Second free throw for Lumungsod. First step to the line para sa AFP. Nininis, lumabas para sa AFP. So tabla tayo at 5. Senate trying to go run on the transition. Swinging the ball around, pumoposte sa loob. Atake na lang dito, nabitawan ng bola. AFP running now. Sanders stopping the fast break. Good defense mula sa Senate. Labang sila dito. 2-on-2 fast break. Sanders, short step jumper. That rolls in for Jeffy Sanders. 7-5 lead para sa AFP. Pace picking up here. Almerol, atake. Fades away. Short step jumper. No. Cordero gets blocked. Good defense mula sa Senate. Sanders, binabagalan. Trying to be aggressive here. Passes it to the corner. Senate. Nice play pero nabitawan ng bola. Turnover. 2-on-1 break. Lumungsod. Nice pass inside. Good defense mula sa Senate. Pero natawagan ng foul dito si Omega. Astro will head to the line for the N1 opportunity. Take a look at it one more time. Lumungsod. Nice pass. Castro takes the contact. Recovers. Chance for a 3-point play. AFP missing both of their attempts from the free throw line dito sa ating first quarter. Castro, nakumpleto ang 3-point play. Lamang na ng isang Senate, 8-7. 5 team fouls now for Senate. Penalty situation na to. Early here, still 5 minutes remaining here in our first quarter. Sanders ang naghahawak ng bola para sa Senate. Nice pass inside. Sanders with the reverse layup. AFP. Lumungsod. Fouls out the pick and roll. Lumungsod shoots it. Lumungsod drains the 3. Nice decision para kay Lumungsod. Defense sinks. Doesn't close out the pick and roll. Shoots from the outside and makes them pay. Sanders ngayon binabantayan. Full court defense mula sa AFP. Sanders just breaks the defense. Napakadali na para kay Sanders. Atake dito, Senate. Good play. Too short on that attempt. Lumungsod na naman. Thought about it. Shoots a 3. Isa na naman. Lumungsod. Back-to-back 3s. Suddenly a 5-point lead para sa AFP. Courtesy of 2 triples from Lumungsod. Again, the leading scorer in their last game. He had 27 points and 5 rebounds in their previous outing. 8 out of 22 from the field. 6 of 18 mula sa 3-point arc. 2 for 2 siya so far in this ball game. Tatawag dito ng offensive foul ng Senate. Babalik ang bola sa AFP. Tatawagan dito ng foul si Torrente for the Senate defenders. So pushing off of trying to seal the defender. Lumungsod ulit, may hawak ng bola. Again, they go under the screen. Tatawagan dito ng foul si Gasparillo. That's going to be 3 shots for Lumungsod. So after missing his first 2 free throws, dalawang tres kaagad ang pinukol nito ni Lumungsod, plus a chance for 3 more at the line here para kay Jerry Lumungsod. First free throw goes in for Lumungsod. So what a start in this ball game para kay Lumungsod. Lumungsod already with a 2 3-pointers here, a couple of free throws. In this ball game, perfect 3 out of 3 from the line para kay Lumungsod. And he's already in double figures. 10 points now para kay Lumungsod. Outscoring Senate here in the first quarter. Nabitawan pa na ng bola. Lumungsod gets the steal. Lumungsod pulls up, shoots the 3. Too strong. Offensive board. Babalik pa rin sa AFP. Bautista. Hindi makipasok ang tres. Sanders finally gets the board for Senate. Another turnover. Lumungsod hangs in the air, gets another bucket. As that's a 10-point lead right now para dito sa AFP as they dominate on defense here in this ball game. Bautista drops off, perfect pass. And that goes to Lumungsod as AFP leads this 19-10. Magbabalik po tayo. So double-digit lead dito para sa AFP. 19-9, courtesy of a good defense in transition. Nahihirapan dito ang Senate. May tawid ang bola past half court and that just led to a couple of easy baskets para sa AFP. Ito, double team na naman. Marcos, hawak ang bola. He had 18 points in the loss at last game. Getting the ball across. Nabitawan ang bola. Another turnover. Senate not taking care of the basketball pero tatawagan na dito ng traveling ang AFP. So Senate trying to score here. Napako na sila dito at 9. Shot from the outside. That just draws the air. So Senate again struggling against the defense here of AFP. That last shot by Senate was by Salupado, getting his first 2 points of the ball game. So 19-9. Bautista naghahawak ng bola. Losing control. Ball will stay with AFP. 2:38 remaining here in the first quarter. AFP in control so far. Cordero binaba sa poste. Short stab jumper. AFP on point today. That's another shot to go. Almerol gets that shot and the 6th point of the ball game. Marcos trying to break the defense. Marcos masyado malaki. Put back doesn't go. Senate hindi talaga makahanap ng butas dito as AFP is running down court. Nice pass inside. Almerol with the home run play. And he falls to the floor. That's another turnover. But Almerol is down on the floor after that play. A bit of a push. May konting tulak doon after the play. Tingnan natin one more time. Beautiful read dito. Tingnan natin. Breaks down the defense with that pass. Almerol, home run. Gets the layup. Ito, nasabitan nga siya at the end of that play. As he gets fouled by Razon on that play. Pero again, this defense ng AFP really holding Senate to single digits here in the first quarter. As Sanders has scored 4, Tatilas with 3, and Mangaran with 2. Those are the only people in the scoring column here para sa Senate. AFP naman already with 23 points here in the first quarter. So a dream start here for AFP, trying to beat Senate here and tie them in the standings. As Almerol took a bit of a hit on that play. Hopefully he's okay after that one. Medyo malakas yung tama doon against Almerol who hit the stanchion after that Razon challenge. Bola na mananatili dito sa AFP with a 14-point lead. AFP now with the basketball, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Last 2 minutes here ng ating first quarter. Bautista pulls up, off to the left, babagsak ang bola, pabalik sa AFP. They get it to the corner, wide open mid-range jumper. Hindi pa rin maipasok dito. Senate, nakakuha ng bola. Omega tumatakbo, Torrente. Good defense, good catch up by AFP. Marcos gets blocked at the rim. Fast break opportunity. Again, all the way, plus the foul para sa AFP. AFP just outrunning the defenders in this game. And another home run play mula kay Castro, and he takes the contact. A chance for a three-point play. Another three-point play para sa AFP. Lumobo na ang kalamangan nila dito. 17-point lead. Torrente, hindi pa mahawakan ng bola. So again, things just going wrong here for the Senate. They had an early lead here in the first quarter, pero biglang tinakbuhan na lang sila dito ng AFP. And that's a 17-point lead. Sa kabila pa dinukot. Salupado with a highlight play. Petilos, binigay kay Torrente. Poste dito, Senate. Gets double teamed. Passes to the corner. Petilos, susubok sa labas. Petilos. Talagang saradong ring dito para sa Senate. Torrente, thought about it. Torrente finally breaks the drought for Senate and gets 2 points. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. 44 seconds remaining. AFP with a 17-point lead and total control here in the first. Nice play, nice pass. AFP, maraming fake to. Nalusot pa. AFP with another bucket. Senate with a 3-second difference in shot clocking game block. Torrente, quick shot. Hindi mahawakan ng bola. They get the ball back. Omega kicks it out. Open three-pointer para sa Senate. Hindi pa rin maipasok ang tira sa labas. Bautista gets it. 9 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. What a crossover by Bautista. Drops it off to his teammate. Highlight na naman para sa AFP. And that ends a dominant first quarter mula sa AFP as they just outgun the defenders here as we take a look at some of the highlights of Lumungsod. At ang AFP Cavaliers with a dominant performance dito. Impressive lead. 21-point lead na to para sa AFP in 1 quarter. Take a look at some of the highlights. Sanders, a few of the bright spots para sa Senate, pero ang dami talagang turnover, and AFP just took advantage on offense here as they take this double-digit lead heading into the second quarter. Here we go to start of the second quarter. At the end of 1, Lumungsod leads the game in scoring. 10 points followed by Almerol. Sumusunod sa kanya already with 8. Salupado, 4. Castro also with 8 points here for AFP. So multiple players in the scoring column for AFP. But they start off the second quarter with an offensive foul. That's an offensive foul on the Cavaliers. And at Senate, they've had trouble against itong full court defense ng AFP. Malaga, tatakbo diretso. But again, another AFP defenders there. May have a foul on the floor. That's going to be 2 shots para sa Senate defenders. Petilos with an aggressive move. Titignan ito nating referees. Sopa ang natawagan ng foul. Bautista getting called for a warning on that play. Resentment to a call. Fernandez naman papasok dito para sa Cavaliers. Petilos struggling in that first quarter. One of the main guns here of the Senate defenders makes the first free throw. Second free throw para kay Petilos. 1 of 2. Fernandez. Makakuha na rebound. Bautista may hawak ng bola. Binabantayan siya ni Malaga. Naiwanan ni si Malaga. Malagos forced to foul. Good attack mula kay Bautista. Very shifty player itong si Bautista. As palitan ng tao. Other players coming in from both teams. Balboa, babalik. Checking back into the ballgame as well as Lumungsod. Our scoring leader checks back into the ballgame para sa AFP. Cordero. Nice pass. Rosopa. Pipilitin. And he gets fouled on that play. Non-shooting foul, so they have to inbound this. Balik yung shot clock natin sa 14. AFP baseline inbound. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Hernandez splits the D. Nice fake. Shoots it. Too short para sa AFP. Defenders, makakahawak ng bola. Tumatakbo dito. They go to Sanders. Sanders, tatawag ng play. Tatawag dito referee. That's going to be a foul against the Cavaliers. Holding on to Sanders. Cordero. Trying to deny Sanders the lane. Gets called for a foul away from the basketball. Balboa, 10 seconds on the shot clock para sa Senate. Poposes sa loob. That's going to be a reach-in foul on Fernandez. And that's going to be a baseline inbound para dito sa Senate defenders. Sideline inbound for the Senate defenders. Omega may hawak ng bola. Still a 20-point lead for AFP here in the second quarter. Petilos gets trapped in the corner. Hahanapin nila sa loob si Balboa. Balboa overshoots the layup. Castro with a head of steam here. Waits for his teammates. Fernandez, short jumper, automatic. Pasok yan para kay Fernandez. 22-point lead, biggest lead of the ball game. Nanakawan pa dito, aatake. Good play, and that's gonna be a foul against the Senate defenders. Si Lumungsod na naman nakakuha ng isang steal para dito sa AFP. As Lumungsod is at the free throw right now. We have a report on the floor by Rina. Rina, what do you have for us?
Yes, Andre, slow start para sa koponan ng Senate team. Now, Coach Mike is not happy that the Senate are not playing it here with pride. Kanya-kanya sila and they're not playing here as a team. Ang gusto nila, tumira without even sharing the ball and communicating inside the court. Now he wants to see more teamwork here and playing more smart here in the games. Andre, back to you.
Thank you, Rina, as they're now in a 24-point hole. But look at that, you can start with a play like that mula sa Senate, as that's a beautiful assist to Petilos for a rare easy basket para sa Senate defenders. Lumungsod, in and out dribbles, susubukan iwanan, splits the defense, hesitates, what a pass mula kay Lumungsod, at may kasama pa yung foul. What a play, take a look at it one more time. Lumungsod splits the D, looks the other way. Good from Magic Johnson play para kay Lumungsod. At napagod na pa, may foul pa yung kasama. So AFP, tuloy-tuloy momentum dito sa second quarter. That's a 24-point lead right now. Trying to make a 25-point lead. Itong si Rosopa. As we see si Petilos nagpapalit kagad. Had to be subbed out of the ballgame, holding on to his left knee. So again, sabi nga kanina na Rina, a couple of players out already for Senate because of knee issues. Si Petilos mo makakasama dun sa injury report as he was holding on to his left knee when he got subbed out of the ballgame. Jump shot doesn't go para sa Senate. Ball will stay with the defenders as Torrente missing on that shot. Inbound dito para sa Senate. They go to Marcos. Marcos hasn't scored in this game. This time he gets fouled by Fernandez. Using a bit of foot speed on that play. And that's going to be 2 shots for Marcos. Marcos makes the first free throw. Gets him on the board in this game. Again, si Marcos para dun sa kanilang huling laro. 19 points for Marcos, 9 rebounds. Almost a double-double para kay Marcos in that last game. Lamang pa rin dito ng 24 ang AFP, 39-15. Lumungsod. Using that pick and roll so well today. Fernandez. Again, that short snap jumper is automatic para kay Fernandez. And Lumungsod just controlling the offense here for AFP. 26-point ball game. Ito nga, hinahanap ng Senate a bit more ball movement, but that's going to be an offensive foul against Torrente. And Lumungsod takes contact on that play. Hard hit on Lumungsod on that play. Medyo nabigyan dun si Lumungsod, but it's a turnover nonetheless para sa Senate defenders. And Bautista automatically checks in for Lumungsod. Papahinga muna dito as they have a very comfortable lead here kontra ang defenders. 6:52 remaining in the first half. Bautista, luminya ng tres, hindi maipasok. Senate trying to run this time. All the way, nice pass down low. Torrente, perfect fast break executed by the Senate. 41-17 pa rin ang ating score. Bautista swinging the ball around. AFP trying to find an open man. Fernandez. May nagmabantay sa kanya. Fernandez using that shoulder. That's going to be an offensive foul against Fernandez. So Fernandez makes back-to-back baskets. Feeling it a bit. Forcing the issue. Gets called for an offensive foul. Sanders bringing the ball down. Sanders has been quiet in this ballgame. Calls out the horns play. Torrente against Rosopa. Aatake dito. Senate losing control of the basketball. They say it will stay with the defenders. 12 seconds on the shot clock remaining. Senate has the basketball. 8 seconds of shot clock. Nice play down low to Torrente, who gets back-to-back baskets para sa Senate. AFP, wide open shot in the corner. Nilinya. Bautista can't get it to go. Senate running down court. Gets caught in the air, turns the ball over. The ball will head back to AFP. So again, this defense of AFP really giving trouble dito sa Senate. Trying to, or getting them to play a bit out of their pace in this ball game. Pinapabilis dito ng AFP ang laro. Rosopa. Almerol, binigay sa loob. Hindi mahawakan ng bola. Torrente. It's a 4-on-2 fast break. Marcos drops it off. Good play, Senate with 3 straight baskets here, cutting that 26-point lead down to 20. And AFP immediately calls for a timeout here to stop this run. Take a look at this one more time. Marcos, beautiful drop pass here. And Senate getting some momentum dito sa ating second quarter. 5:11 remaining here sa ating first half at magbabalik po tayo. Dito sa ating second quarter, 3 straight baskets para dito sa Senate. Maganda ang depensa dito ng defenders. Poste sila sa loob. Rosopa forcing the issue. Hindi makapasok ang AFP. And here we go. Senate again. All the way. Another basket. Senate now cutting this lead down to 18. Magandang fight back to para sa Senate. Mahaba-haba pa ating laro. Still a long game to go. 4:45 remaining. As you have another foul against AFP. That's another turnover para sa Cavaliers. And AFP can cut into this lead once again. So papasok ulit dito si Lumungsod as he tries to stop this momentum ng Senate as the Senate has managed to find holes in the defense of AFP. Sanders almost losing the basketball. Nabitawan nga. Tumatakbo dito. AFP all the way. Almerol. Wala nakabantay. Almerol sails in for the layup. Again, Sanders not taking care of that basketball. Marcos, pinag-isipan. They switch it back to Sanders. Torrente has a size advantage. And there's another foul. That's going to be free throws para sa Senate dahil penalty na dito ang AFP. Regalado ang tatawagan dito ng foul para sa Cavaliers. Torrente magbabalik sa free throw line. That's going to be 2 more shots for Torrente. Torrente, too strong on the first try. Torrente, 1 out of 2 again from the free throw line. Lumungsod, naghahanap ng mapapasahan. Cordero, back to Lumungsod. Thought about it. Again, losing control this time in the corner. Bautista, hindi pa rin makapasok ng tiro ng Tristong si Bautista. As the Senate home run play. Marcos, nice drop pass. Hindi maipasok yun. Battle for the board goes to AFP. 3-on-2 fast break. Bautista has numbers. Lumungsod lines up the 3. Can't get it to go. Offensive board. That's going to be another foul on AFP away from the basketball. And that's a definite foul on the rebound. And that should be 2 free throws para sa Senate. At mukhang may warning na naman po tayo dito. Penalty situation. Well, that gives Senate shots at the free throw line. So again, Senate with a bit of momentum dito sa ating second quarter. Pero napakalaki pa rin ang kalamangan dito ng AFP as they also started the second quarter strong. So malaki-laking nahabol dito as meron tayong technical foul also called on the Cavaliers. Sanders shoots the technical free throw. And that's going to be 2 more shots para sa Senate. So ito na yung run na hinahanap nila. Cutting into this lead at least before the first half ends. Get the first one to go. Second free throw. 1 out of 2 na naman para sa Senate. So again, leaving points at the line here. Racing it around. Lumungsod. Binigay kay Almerol. They go to the corner. Lumungsod. Atake sa depensa. Look at that pass! Almost a highlight play. Ball will stay with AFP. What an exciting player itong si Lumungsod. As he's already provided us with a couple of instant highlights here in this ball game. First half pa lang po tayo dito with 3:20 remaining. May technical foul tayo against Sanders. So that's his second warning. So that's going to be a technical foul against Jeffrey Sanders. So kita natin medyo both teams medyo mainit na dito sa second quarter. Bautista at the line. He's been missing from the outside. One of the designated shooters dito para sa Cavaliers. Pero naipasok niya ang free throw. So 13 seconds on the shot clock ulit para sa AFP. They're still up by 18 points. So lang magpapasok ng bola. Ooh, nice play. Hindi lang mahawakan. Tumatakbo dito si Marcos. Marcos all the way. Layup. That is good. Gasparillo running out of the pack. And it's just down to 16. Bautista. Cordero. Steps in. Lumungsod. Nabantayan dito ni Sanders. Ooh, another turnover. Senate now getting stops here in this ball game. Splits the D. Binigay kay Torrente. Torrente, jumper! No! Gasparillo, 3. Gasparillo, hindi pa rin maipasok dito ng Senate ang kanilang mga 3-point shot. Lumungsod. Nice pass kay Regalado. Regalado gets called for the traveling infraction. Senate gets the ball back. Sanders. Going to Marcos. Another 3-point shot. Wala pa rin dito para sa Senate. So AFP dodging bullets here. Lumungsod with a 3-on-2 fast break. That hits Sanders. Almerol with a fake and an easy shot inside para kay Almerol. That's going to be the 12th point on Almerol. As AFP trying to weather the storm. Gasparillo tries again. Gasparillo still short on his jumpers. Torrente. Nice fake. Lumusot sa kanyang bantay. Torrente gets another one for the Senate. So another basket for Senate. So a better quarter dito para sa defenders. But still trailing AFP big. They give it to Lumungsod. Cordero swings it to the corner for 3. Too strong. Rebound goes to Sanders. Sanders looking down court. Gets it to Marcos. Marcos with a clear lane to the basket. Another basket para sa Senate. That 26-point lead is now down to 14. As Senate composing themselves in this second quarter. Going on a bit of a run. Cordero. Naghahanap ng mapapasahan. They go to the corner. Nice attack. Drop pass. Read perfectly by Torrente. At mananatili ang bola with the Cavaliers with 1:02 remaining in the second quarter. 3 seconds on the shot clock para dito sa Cavaliers. Petilos babalik sa laro para sa Senate. So good sign after hurting his knee earlier here in the second quarter. Knockout play. Hindi may lusot doon ng AFP. And that's gonna go to the Senate. Sanders again slowing things down dito para sa Senate. Slowly but surely cutting into this lead. Tatawag na naman dito si Sanders. Horns na naman to. As that's gonna be another foul. Kontra kay Salupado. And again, defenders with a chance to cut into this lead with 2 more free throw shots. As this is going to be the 13th and 14th free throw attempt para sa Senate. Mara na ipasok ang una. Again, they've already missed 5 shots from the free throw line. 12 out of 34 from the field para sa Senate. Leading the way para sa defenders is Petilos, Torrente, I mean, with 9 points already in the small game, followed by Petilos with 6. 12 na lang kalamangan dito ng AFP. Lumungsod, outside, no go, that hits the basket again. Labanan ng bola, that will head to Senate. Para naman sa Cavaliers, 10 out of 11 from the free throw line, 7 out of 35 from the field as we have a timeout here mula sa Senate defenders as they want to end this quarter strong as they've cut that 26-point lead down to 12, trying to make it a single-digit ball game entering halftime. Ang AFP naman medyo napako na dito at 46, trying to find some answers to the Senate run. As the defenders finally showing why they are 4-1 so far dito sa ating second round of elimination. Sa kanilang record, 4-1. Showing why they're one of the best or the better teams here sa ating UNTV Cup. And with 35.13 seconds remaining, full shot clock here para sa Senate. They have a lot of time to draw up a play to maybe cut it to 10 or a 3 would make it a single-digit ball game. At marami tayong pag-uusapan during halftime as Senate doing a bit of a lot of the dirty work here in the second quarter to cut this lead. Tingnan natin what they have drawn up here to get them a basket and some momentum entering the second half. Sanders ulit. Again, they've been taking advantage of this foul situation They go to the corner. Petilos, pinag-isipan. Swinging the ball around. Petilos! Miscommunication there para sa Senate. So again, another turnover at tatawag naman dito ang Cavaliers ng timeout as they want to draw something up to end the quarter. As our score is 46-34. Let's see what the Cavaliers will draw up here.
Laksya tayo, Jer, ha? Baksa tayo muna. Jer, ikaw na to. Kunin mo lang bola. Hawakan mo lang ang bola. Head tayo. Ngayon, ang mag-head, Dar, ikaw. Kukunin ni Jerwin. Head si Darwin. Hindi. Pag tao. Pag nag-zone, 4. Gusto ko pagtanggap mo ng bola, yung big man, screen. Keep. Big man. Hindi. Kunin mo yung bola sa inbound. Kunin mo, then 4 tayo. Dribble entry.
Nakita natin, narinig natin ang play doon ng Cavaliers. They want the ball in the hands of Jerry Lumungsod. As he's going to be the main playmaker on this play. Lumungsod being double teamed here, losing control of the basketball. Recovers. Jump shot, wala. They kick it out. Good defense, and that's going to be a jump ball situation here. Lumungsod have been out of control on that play, trying to be aggressive as the ball will head back to Senate. So both teams not taking advantage of the out of timeout plays. And let's see if Senate can fire off one more to end the quarter. 7.7 seconds remaining dito sa ating second quarter. Tingnan natin kung anong ipapakita dito ng Senate. Sanders set the inbound para sa defenders. Marcos, may hawak ng bola. Ooh, turns it over, and then that's going to be a foul. And they're going to take a look at this as it might be shots if it's penalty for AFP. So mukhang napaganda pa to para sa Cavaliers as Lumungsod holding onto that left wrist after that foul by Marcos. Marcos got caught in a double team there. Hindi alam ang gagawin. Tried to kick it out to Sanders. But again, the defense, this full court defense of AFP just giving so much trouble against the Senate defenders. It's been super effective here. Tingnan natin what the referees will call in this play. So we're checking the timeout here as Marcos losing the basketball. Hinawakan na doon. Just holding on to Lumungsod on that play. And they might call an offensive foul here, and the ball might go back, or will go back, definitely to the Cavaliers with 4.27 seconds remaining dito sa ating second quarter. So let's see what the referees will call in this play. Ito na ang official call. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul against Marcos. Take a look at that. Nahawakan ni Lumungsod na tapik niya. Marcos just holds on to Lumungsod on that play. So again, not a basketball play, not a play on the ball. So that's going to be 2 free throws for Lumungsod plus ball possession for the Cavaliers. So again, that momentum that Senate has trying to end the second quarter strong. Medyo nawala dito as Lumungsod makes the first one. So AFP gaining a bit of points back as Lumungsod goes perfect from the line. And it's going to be ball possession for the Cavaliers. So that's going to be another chance para sa kanila with 4 seconds on the clock. Lumungsod ang mag-i-inbound. Cordero has to put it up. Dribbles into traffic. They shoot that one. At hindi papasok yan para sa Cavaliers as they end the first half here with 2 free throws and a 14-point lead. And let's take a look at some of the highlights here in the second quarter para sa AFP Cavaliers as the Senate defenders trying to mount a comeback here. Tingnan natin if they can catch up here in the second half. Babalik tayo here for the start of the third quarter with the AFP up by 14 points against the Senate defenders. As first possession of the third quarter goes to the Cavaliers. Tingnan natin ating stats during halftime. Rebounding situation in favor of Senate. 70-12. Assist naman, steals, blocks. All in favor of the Cavaliers, as well as field goal percentage. That's why they have the lead here as they get another bucket off of that tip in. 70-37 from the field ang AFP. 12-34 naman para sa Senate. So, counting numbers, all in favor of the Cavaliers as well as the 16-point lead. Senate had that big run to end the second quarter. So, tingnan natin kung makakahabol pa dito ang Senate defenders. Will they have that one run again in them? Or will the Cavaliers tuloy-tuloy na dito makakuha ng kanilang ika-apat na pagkapanalo dito sa UNTV Cup? Lumungsod. The Senate now in the zone defense. Let's see if AFP can take advantage from the outside. Almerol. Spacing too tight right now para sa AFP. Naipit doon. Almerol open from the outside. They swing it. Ball get tapped. Lumungsod has to put it up. That hits the rim. The Senate gets the stop that they needed. Atake dito, hindi mahawakan. And that ball will go back to the Cavaliers. So Senate starting off a bit slow dito sa ating third quarter. 16-point lead pa rin para sa Cavaliers. Lumungsod leading the way so far para dito sa AFP. Already with 15 points and a couple of assists. Traveling muna tatawagin dito against the Cavaliers. So a bit of a slow start from both of our teams dito sa ating third quarter. Senate naman hindi pa nakaka-score dito. 1 minute and 30 has passed already sa ating third quarter. Corner 3. Petilos hindi pa rin mahanap pang butas sa 3. Lumungsod. Overcooks the pass. So back-to-back turnovers para sa Cavaliers. Sanders calling out the play. Binigay kay Petilos. Both teams now in the zone. Nice pass inside. Look at that defense mula sa AFP. Double team kay Torrente. Torrente! Naiakyat pa and get the basket to go. Lumungsod. Binigay sa corner. Almerol, pabalik kay Lumungsod. Lumungsod, sneaks it inside. Short step jumper. AFP, no go. Sent with the board. Tumatakbo dito. Mangaran, binigay kay Sanders. Petilos, wide open. Pinag-isipan, kicks it out. Sanders loads up, drains the 3. 11-point lead para sa AFP. Back-to-back baskets para sa defenders. This zone defense giving trouble dito sa Cavaliers. Almerol lines up the 3. Hindi makabawi. Battle for the board. That's going to be a loose ball foul against the Cavaliers. Senate gets the ball back with a chance to make it a single-digit ball game. Defenders may hawak ng bola. Swinging the ball around. Magandang ikot ng bola dito. Torrente, binigay sa loob. Pinilit, hindi maipasok. Good defense mula sa Cavaliers. They're off and running. Almerol, home run is good para sa Cavaliers. Sanders, labantayan. Full court defense again mula sa Cavaliers. Sanders na itabid ang bola. Going out of play. Binigay nila kay Petilos. Offensive foul muna ang tatawag dito kay Mangaran. That's away from the basketball. This will be a foul on Mangaran. 52-39. Marcos papasok muna dito para kay Mangaran para sa defenders. AFP. Binigay ulit kay Lumungsod. Lumungsod. They want to swing this ball around again, trying to break the zone defense. Almerol, one more time. Almerol still can't get the 3 to go. Sanders pushing the pace. Senate, Ramos. Nice pass inside. Petilos drops it off to Marcos. Marcos can't get the basket. Marcos pipilitin. Marcos still no go. Bit of a sorry situation there for Marcos. Sa atake all the way. Plus the foul para sa AFP. Tingnan natin muli ito. Atake dito. Sinakyan pa siya. AFP. As Cordero skies high and completes the 3-point play. Balik ang kalamangan ng AFP to a 15-point lead. Sanders trying to go all the way. And Sanders will have to earn it from the free throw line. That's going to be 2 shots for Jeffrey Sanders. Jeffrey Sanders in this game has 8 points, perfect from the field so far, but missing on that free throw. That's his first miss from the free throw line. 8 points, 5 assists para kay Jeffrey Sanders. 1 turnover, 1 foul. Makes that free throw. So 9 points na para kay Jeffrey Sanders, leading the way para sa Senate. Ay si Torrente with 11 points. Balik ulit sa 15 kalamangan. 3-point shot. AFP, no. Marcos. Battle for that ball. That ends up with the defenders as AFP hindi makapukol dito sa labas in this third quarter. Sanders trying to break down this full court D. Castro ang bumabantay sa kanya. Sanders just casually bring the ball down. Sanders again a bit more aggressive here. Gets another foul call. Well, that's what you like to see if you're the defenders. Jeffrey Sanders being a bit more aggressive dito sa third quarter. First free throw for Sanders. So again, ito mga kailangan na puntos ng Senate. Shots from the free throw line, stopping the time, giving themselves a chance to inch closer. But Sanders again, splitting his free throws. Cordero, binigay kay Lumungsod. Lumungsod. After those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, hindi pa makapasok to sa ilabas. Sa labas si Jerry Lumungsod. And that's going to be a foul first against Almerol. Kita natin, Sanders seeing an open lane. Trying to be a bit more aggressive dito para sa Senate. To put pressure on the defense of the Cavaliers. Sanders. Binigay kay Torrente. Torrente posting up. Torrente. Power move inside. Torrente! Beautiful post play mula kay Torrente. Lumungsod. Lines up a 3. Lumungsod finally drains a 3 here. And just like that, Mobo ulit ang kalamangan dito ng AFP. Back to 15. Sanders. Babalik kay Torrente. Torrente has the size and muscle advantage. Powers his way through. Lumungsod. Almerol. No. Rebound. Marcos. Marcos slows things down to Sanders. They go to Petilos. Marcos, titira ng 3. Bad miss para kay Marcos. As Lumungsod and the rest of AFP have numbers on display. Lumungsod, titira sa labas. Too strong. They get the offensive board. Nice pass inside. Almerol. Binigay sa loob. Regalado. With 4 points in this game after that beautiful pass mula kay Almerol. Sanders. 3:49 remaining here in a fast-paced third quarter. Pero Senate, hindi maibaba ang kalamangan ng AFP dito sa ating third quarter. free throws for Sanders. Penalty situation na dito para sa para sa AFP Cavaliers. Pero again, Sanders missing his first free throw. He's been leaving points at the line here. Sanders, 1 out of 2 na naman. Balik sa 14. Lumungsod. Setting up a play here. Outside. Cordero, pinag-isipan. Atake. Pulls up. Jump shot. No. That's going to be a foul against the Cavaliers. And that will lead to 2 shots for the defenders. So again, interesting situation here. This is the chance for the Senate. Para may ibaba ang score na to. Tumitigil ang oras. Early penalty here for the for the AFP Cavaliers. So it's going to be a march to the free throw line para sa Senate defenders. So if the Cavaliers don't take care of their fouls, again, the defenders not taking advantage of these opportunities. Leaving points at the line. Torrente, dalawang mintis na naman yan para sa Senate defenders. Castro just breaking down the defense. Masyado malakas yung pasa pero naitapik muna doon. 17 seconds on the shot clock para sa Cavaliers. Lumungsod. Ipapasok ang bola. Tres. That is smooth. Para kay Cordero. Hits another 3 and just like that, balik ang kalamangan ng Cavaliers to a 17-point ball game. And look at that. Nice execution out of bounds to a wide open 3-pointer mula kay Cordero. Magbabalik po tayo.
Anong gagawin nila lahat doon? Hindi na tumabad sa... huwag sa mga ito. Kasi ibabaw, napapasama tayo sa ibabaw. Masyado silang concerned sa ilalim. Paano ibabaw?
Back here to the tail end of our third quarter. 3:15 ang natitira sa ating third quarter as lumobo ulit ang kalamangan ng AFP Cavaliers to a 17-point lead. Naghahanap na sagot dito. Torrente has been aggressive. Hindi maipasok naman ni Torrente dito. Tumatakbo ulit. AFP, Cordero slows things down. And that's going to be a double dribble infraction against Cordero. Babalik ang bola sa Senate. So against the offensive end, dito nahihirapan ng Senate as they can't get consistent offense. It's been Torrente and Sanders here para sa kanila sa ating third quarter. Pero nahihirapan talaga sila hawakan ng bola, and that's going to be a foul against the defenders. So turnover mula kay Gasparillo. Hindi ma-break ni Gasparillo ang kanyang mga paa doon. Just rams into a Cavaliers player. Cordero, back-to-back. Yes, sir! Para kay Cordero. That's gonna be 2 threes, and he's taking over here in the third quarter. Naka 3-point play siya. 2 threes na yan para kay Cordero. As he's up to 9 points all here in the third, and that's a 20-point lead after that, or 18-point lead after that layup mula kay Marcos. And AFP now making the zone defense pay. Castro atake, nabitawan ng bola. Good defense, Gasparillo. Gasparillo, dire-diretso. No! Ooh, sorry miss para sa Senate. At tumatakbo ngayon. Inside, alley-oop play, no! And that's gonna be a foul first, and that's gonna be 2 free throws para sa Senate. Gasparillo with an open lane to the basket. Hindi maipasok yung layup. Sa kabila naman, almost a highlight play para sa Cavaliers. Pero napaganda pa para sa defenders. At they're going to be walking all the way to the free throw line as we see Marcos shooting 2. Pero dito talaga nahihirapan ng defenders. They're not shooting the ball well from the free throw line. But Marcos drains 1 there. 1:47 ang natitira dito sa ating third quarter. Napakabilis na ating third quarter. Not a lot of fouls by both squads. It's up and down basketball. Not a lot of stoppages by the coaches. Just letting the players play dito sa third quarter. 66-50 po ang ating score. Again, Senate 4-1. 3-2 naman itong AFP. With a win here, AFP can tie Senate in the standings and drop the Senate defenders to a 2-game losing streak after losing their last game against PNP 59-55. So, naghahanap na sagot dito Senate as after 2 rough games so far. Nice aggressive move. That's gonna be 2 free throws again for the defenders. Ito yung nagagawa ng early penalty para sa Senate defenders. They're taking advantage. Being very physical here. Pumupunta sila to the free throw line. But again, marami silang minimintis. Like that one. Another miss para kay Mangaran and the defenders. They have a sizable advantage from the free throw line here in this ball game as it's a 25-14 free throw advantage. Or 26-14 advantage from the free throw line for the Senate. But again, leaving 10 free throws or 11 free throws already. Atake dito, Castro hindi maipasok, tapikan ng bola. Will land with the Cavaliers. Cordero again outside. He has 2 3-pointers. Nice hesitation. Drives inside, masyado malakas. Rebound still is with AFP and they draw the foul. AFP just working a bit more down low in this ball game. Castro. That's a free throw line. Cavaliers makes that one. So Cavaliers not getting a lot of free throws in this game, but making the most out of it. 14 out of 15 so far sa free throw line itong Cavaliers. Make that 14 out of 16. Sanders coming away with it, losing control of the basketball. Lumungsod, titira ng 3. Wala na naman, tapikan ng bola. That's going to be an over-the-back foul against AFP. So the Senate defenders will walk back to the free throw line. So again, let's go back to the free throw line advantage. Dahil sa penalty situation dito sa third quarter, it's a 14-16 advantage for 14 out of 16 ang AFP sa free throw line. 15 out of 26 naman ang defenders. Trying to go for 2 more here. Mangaran again at the free throw line, missing one more time. So ito yung sinasabi ko. The Senate, this would be a close game if the defenders just made most of their free throws, as they've really struggled shooting really poorly from the free throw line. Mangaran hindi pa maipasok sa loob. Mangaran still gets his own rebound. That's the 3rd possession here for the defenders. 34 seconds of shot clock. 3 seconds na natitira. That doesn't reset the shot clock, so that ball will go back to the Cavaliers. So it's only a 57 or even less percentage, 53% shooting from the free throw line for the Senate. 87 naman para sa Cavaliers. And they have a chance here to end the quarter strong, as it's only a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Salupado gets into the corner. Cordero, isa na naman. No. Battle for the board. And that's going to be another trip to the free throw line. So maglalakad na naman ang Senate back to the free throw line. So it's been a march to the free throw line for the defenders. Sanders, good free throw shooter. But so far in this game, 4 out of 9 make that 5 out of 10 for Jeffrey Sanders. Sanders again. Trying to make it 2 for 2. Rare 2 for 2 trip para sa Senate. Ibaba nila ang kalamangan to 14, 67-53. Last shot time dito para sa Cavaliers. They've won this quarter so far. What a crossover. They attack. Passes to nobody in the corner. But a foul first is called. Kontra kay Mangaran, and that's going to be 2 shots para sa defenders. So napaganda pa as Cordero just passes it to the corner with nobody there. But the referees blew the whistle first, pero si Cordero hindi mapasok ang una. Cordero has had a wonderful quarter here. Makes it a double-digit ball game para kay Cordero and a 15 or 14-point lead. Dito para sa AFP. Sanders, atake, and throws it up. And that ends up nowhere as the Cavaliers ends the quarter with a 15 or 67-54 lead or 68-54 lead para sa AFP Cavaliers as they enter the fourth with a 14-point lead. Tingnan natin kung tuloy-tuloy na itong mananalo ang Cavaliers or will Senate have one last run in them in the fourth quarter. And we're back here for the start of the fourth quarter. 68-53 in favor of the AFP Cavaliers. The Cavaliers winning that third quarter. They now lead by 15. Gasparillo titira sa labas. No, battle for the board. Marcos. Nice scoop layup. Senate. Let's see if they have one more run here as we have a player down on the floor after that collision. Batting for the boards. As you see, may tinamaan dun sa mukha for the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers shooting better in this game. 42% from the field, 38% naman para sa Senate. 5 out of 19 for the Cavaliers from 3. 2 out of 6 naman para sa Senate. So the Senate don't shoot a lot of three-pointers. Para naman sa Cavaliers, the more the merrier dito. Cordero passes to the corner. Patient offense para sa AFP. Babalik sila sa labas. Almerol, short step jumper, masyado malakas, and we're gonna have a foul against the defenders. Si Salupado falls to the floor. Lumunsod will inbound with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Lumunsod, nakuha from Regalado. Nice closeout from the Senate. Salupado lines it up, shoots a 3. Short yan para kay Salupado. And that goes out of bounds para sa Cavaliers. Babalik ang bola sa Senate. Just a 13-point ball game. Maraming oras pa to. So Senate need to be patient as they still have a chance in this ball game. They've trailed most of this game. Only leading this game early in that first quarter. Marcos. Nahanap si Gasparillo. Gasparillo, atake, sumabit sa ere. Masyado malakas. Rebound, labanan ng rebound. Babalik sa AFP. Tumatakbo naman dito. Cordero. And it gets called for an offensive foul off of the push-off. Coaches of Cordero of the AFP Cavaliers telling Cordero to pass the ball ahead. As you see, Bautista papasok muna dito para sa Cavaliers. Mangara naman, papalitan si Gasparillo para sa defenders. 8:46 remaining here sa ating fourth quarter. Defenders calling out a play. Bigay sa loob. Kicks it out. Marcos, baseline drive. Marcos, scoop layup. No. Rebound. Mapupunta sa AFP. Tumatakbo. Bautista, binigay kay Lumungsod. Lumungsod, pabalik kay Bautista. Bautista, pinag-isipan. Na-atake. Kicks back out. Lumungsod. Cordero is open. But that's going to be an offensive foul against the Cavaliers. So both teams not getting shots off here. Nahihirapan pumuntos. Medyo sumisikip na ang depensa ng ating mga kupunan dito sa ating fourth quarter. Omega papasok para sa Senate. Gasparillo, quick rest. Comes in the ball game para kay Sanders. A bit over 8 minutes ang natitirang oras dito para sa Senate defenders in order to catch up in this ball game. Not a lot of time. Malaki pa itong kalamangan ng AFP. Gasparillo. Omega. Binigay kay Mangaran at meron tayong foul ulit. AFP gets called for another foul. So that's the story here sa ating fourth quarter, second half. AFP just a lot of fouls in the ball game. 21 fouls na para sa AFP in this ball game. Make that 22 fouls. 14 lang para sa Senate. As Balboa shaken up after that play. Referees are checking the call here. Quick decision, just a regular foul called by the referees. Regalado ang tatawagin doon ng foul. Take a look at this after that play. Balboa trying to post up Regalado. Battling, jockeying for position. Tatawagan si Regalado at 5 fouls na yan para kay Regalado. So Regalado at the bench right now. May kimi-clear up lang ang ating mga referee. 14 seconds on the shot clock para sa Senate. Gasparillo has been trying. Finally, Gasparillo makes it a 10-point game. Kanina pa hinahanap ni Gasparillo yung tres na yon mula sa Senate. Almerol, atake, wala nakabantay. Armerol, that rolls out para kay Armerol. And the ball will stay with the Cavaliers with 14 seconds on the shot clock. So again, buhay pa dito. That big shot by Gasparillo keeps Senate alive in this game. Still a lot of time. Lumugsod. Bigay kay Castro. Castro, titira ng tres. Makakabawi naman ang Cavaliers dito. Omega. Bigay kay Mangaran. Pabalik kay Omega at meron na naman tayong tawag. This is going to be against the Cavaliers again. That's going to be a lot of fouls on them in this ball game. I'm not sure if it was a 2 or a 3 on that last shot ng Cavaliers. Mukhang dos lang ang tinatawag nila doon. Gasparillo. Titira na naman sa labas. Gasparillo can't go back-to-back. Battle for the boards. Referees say it's defenders basketball. 14 seconds of shot clock. Gasparillo trying his hardest to make those shots from the outside. Maybe minamalas lang siya dito. Only one three-pointer so far in this game. Balboa inside. Nice move mula kay Balboa. Lungsod slowing things down. Bautista. Binigay kay Almerol. Looking for Lumungsod. They swing it. Ooh, almost a steal by Marcos. And that's an 8-second shot clock para dito sa AFP. Again, nahihirapan sila dito sa zona ng Senate. Titira sa labas. Bautista, no. Inside. Natapik ang bola. Tumatakbo naman ngayon Senate. Marcos. Stops. Nice pass inside. Gasparillo. Sumabit pa. Gasparillo gets the shot plus the foul. Take a look at this one more time. Gasparillo gets the foul call and a chance to make it a 3-point play. So Gasparillo now with 11 points. fueling the run here in the fourth quarter by the Senate. That should count. Take a look at that one more time. It's a 7-point game. Huwag natin kalimutan, earlier in this game, it was a 26-point ball game in favor of the Cavaliers. Gasparillo. We're checking if that counts. That's going to be one free throw. Oh, that doesn't count, so it's going to be Cavaliers basketball. Ooh, they count it. So that basket counts for Gasparillo. So ito na nga. Down to a 7-point ball game. After that one, 70-63. Mahaba-haba pa to. Cavaliers trying to weather this storm. Lumungsod. Nahanap si Cordero. Pupunta kay Bautista. Bautista, muntik pa mabitaw ng bola. Bautista dribbling the basketball. Gets tapped away. Will stay with the Cavaliers. So sumikip na ang depensa dito ng defenders as they're constantly breathing down the necks right now of the Cavaliers. Pasa sa loob. May foul. Foul is not a shooting foul. So that's going to be a baseline inbound para sa Cavaliers. Mangaran is done for the game. Papasok naman Jeffrey Sanders. Cordero. Bautista. Pinabantayan ni Marcos. Swinging the ball around. 3-point shot. Wala yan. Senate gets the stop. It's a 7-point game. Marcos with a head of steam. Marcos all the way. Hindi tatawagan ng foul dito. Labanan ng bola. And that should be defenders basketball. Yes. Babalik ang bola sa defenders. 70-63, 6:02. Maganda ang katapusan natin dito. As the defenders hindi talaga sumusuko dito pero nabitawan ng bola. Tatakbo dito, Bautista. Naghahanap ng mapapasahan. Bautista steps back, shoots that jumper. Bautista, no! Inside! What a rebound! Mula kay Cordero. Gasparillo is fouled by Lumungsod. That's going to be 2 free throws para kay Gasparillo. First free throw para kay Gasparillo. Papasok. Second free throw for Gasparillo. 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Gasparillo. Balik sa 7 ang kalamangan ng AFP. Sa Lupado. Oh, that's gonna be a foul against Gasparillo. Seconds on the shot clock dito para sa AFP. Lumungsod. Nagay kay sa Lupado, pabalik kay Lumungsod. Lumungsod has been quiet in the second half. Kicks it to the corner. Bautista. Shot, no. Sanders, ni mahawakan ng bola. Babalik kay sa Lupado. Cordero, thought about it. Lumungsod, splits the D. Lumungsod, floater, no. Cordero is there. Cordero gets him to bite. Good defense mula sa Senate. Torrente. Omega. Tatapik ang bola. Defenders maintain possession. It's a 7-point ball game. 5 minutes to go. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Marcos. Popostehan si Cordero. Spins. Attacks. Good defense. Offensive rebound. Torrente can't get it. Battle for the ball. will stay with the defenders. Cavaliers having trouble getting this possession. Pero defenders with another chance here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Both teams in the penalty. Magandang laro to. Gasparillo pupukol sa labas. He gets fouled. That's gonna be 3 free throws para kay Gasparillo. Gasparillo can make it a 2-possession ball game with 3 free throws. Almerol papasok muna dito para kay Bautista. Gasparillo nag-iinit dito in this fourth quarter. Already with 15 points in this game. I think that's 16 already. Hindi pa maipasok yung free throw na yun ni Gasparillo. One more try. Gasparillo, the leading scorer. Ooh, misses 2 free throws. Crucial yun para sa defenders. Cordero ayaw bitawan ng bola but he gets fouled. That's going to be 2 shots for Cordero. That's going to be a free throw shooting battle here as both teams are now in the penalty. Cavaliers thought they were cruising to an easy victory here. They had a 26-point lead at one point. But the Senate defenders storming back in this game. AFP tried their best to hold off itong defenders. 2 for 2 para kay Cordero. Balik sa 8. Ang kalamangan dito ng Cavaliers. Omega picks the ball up. Walang mapasahan dito si Omega. Nahanap si Sanders. 10 seconds on shot clock. Sanders looking for some offense. Steps back. Nice closeout mula kay Salupado. Great steal mula kay Cordero. And that's going to be a foul on Torrente. Bad foul by Torrentes. That will send Cordero back to the free throw line. Cordero, all of his points coming here in the second half. It's up to 15 right now after that free throw. Lumungsod leading the way with 18. But the points that matter right now all coming from Cordero dito sa ating second half as he goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. But that's a 9-point lead. Bit of breathing room dito para sa Cavaliers. Sanders. Bigay kay Torrente. Gasparillo, muntik pang mabitaw ng bola. Go back to Gasparillo for 3. Gasparillo, no! Rebound, Lumungsod. Lumungsod with a head of steam. Lumungsod drops it off. Nice play. And Cavaliers bring back their double-digit lead dito sa fourth quarter. What an answer mula dito sa AFP Cavaliers as Lumungsod leading the way here. Drops it off. Easy finish para kay Salupado. At balik sa 11 points. Itong kalamangan ng AFP, 77-66. Back here with 3:46 remaining sa ating fourth quarter. The defenders facing another double-digit lead. And Sanders turns the ball over after that timeout play. Yan ang mga worst nightmare ng isang coach. Calling a timeout and losing possession. Lumungsod. Gagamit ng oras dito ang Cavaliers as they have this 11-point lead. Nice pass inside. Cordero again inside. What a connection between Lumungsod and Cordero. 79-66. Gasparillo, what a play, splitting defenders. But a better defensive play doon para sa AFP, pero makakabawi dito. Si Malaga with that short step jumper. That keeps Senate within striking distance, pero nauubusan sila ng oras dito. Cordero puts his head down, drives, Tries to drop the basketball. Recovers. Gets the basket. Plus the foul. Cordero taking over here in the second half. What a play by Cordero. Losing the basketball. Has the IQ to just shoot that basketball. Nakahanap pa ng butas doon at napaganda pa para kay Cordero. And that's going to be 2 shots for Cordero. This is Cordero. Now the leading scorer para sa Cavaliers with 20 big points in this ball game to go along with 10 rebounds. A double-double performance dito para kay Cordero. And that's going to be an offensive foul against Torrente. Medyo malakas yung napalakas doon yung screen niya against Salupado. And Torrente has some words for Salupado on that play. So it's a 14-point lead right now for the Cavaliers, and looks like they've done enough here. It's going to be a tough climb at this point for the Senate defenders. Pero Lumungsod just throws the ball away. Naghahanap ng alley-oop play dun si Lumungsod. Miscommunication. Balik ang bola sa defenders. Defenders need some offense fast. Petilos has been called in this game. Malaga, nice drop set. Comes back to Torrente. Torrente, nice fake. Inside para sa Senate. Good play. Cavaliers just need to use time here. Nasa kanilang oras dito. Lumungsod. Binigay kay Almerol. Almerol, titira sa labas. Almerol, no! Last 2 minutes of this game. The Senate needs some offense and need it fast. But look at that, Lumungsod. Nabasa ang play. Babalik ang bola. Malaga, atake. Gets trapped. Trying to force the issue. Finds Sanders. Sanders leans in, shoots that jumper. In and out para kay Sanders. At meron muna tayong foul. That's going to be against Torrente. And that's going to be a technical foul on Torrente as well. And that should be a big call, as that could put the nail in the coffin here para sa Senate defenders, as the AFP Cavaliers will head to the free throw line with some shots, technical shots, free throws, and ball possession. Torrente is out of the ball game with 5 fouls. May technical foul rin against Torrente. So that's going to be shots of these 3 free throws dito para sa Cavaliers, and that could seal this ball game, as there are multiple technical fouls against the Senate defenders. Losing their cool here in the 4th quarter. Nakakahabol na sila, but that run by the Cavaliers really sealed the deal and just frustrated the defenders in this ball game. That's going to be 2 more free throws dito para kay Rosopa. Pasok ang una, back to a 14-point game. And again, this should be the nail in the coffin para sa Cavaliers, as they lead this game for the most part. And it's an impressive outing para dito sa AFP Cavaliers, as they just dominated the defenders in this game. Sanders forcing the issue. Wala. Tumatakbo naman dito. Almerol, wala nakabantay. Home run. Almerol sails in for the easy layup. And that is a 17-point lead. The Cavaliers just cruising to this victory. Maganda sagot ang pinakita dito ng Cavaliers. It went down to as low as a 7-point lead for the Cavaliers. Pero sumagot sila. Led by Cordero and Lumungsod. They answer back with a big run. They just hold off the defenders in this ball game with impressive shooting, a lot of hard work, as they will tie the Senate defenders in the standings after this ball game at 4-2. So magiging 3-way tie sila at 4-2. Petilos stepping on the line, shoots that one. Wala yan. Rebound. Rosopa gets fouled on that play. That's going to be 2 free throws para kay Rosopa. Our referee's going to take a look at this. take a look at it one more time. Our referees are checking their video replay of this one. Medyo malakas yung bagsak dun na Rosopa, but looks like, let's see what they call here. Just a regular foul against the Senate defenders. So 2 free throws yan para kay Rosopa. Malaga ang tatawagan dun ng foul. So Rosopa babalik sa free throw line. Add to this lead. 46 seconds na lang natitira dito. Hinihintay na natin po ang katapusan nito. Formalities are what we're waiting for as the defenders failed to make a comeback in this game. Malaga trying to attack. Good defense mula sa Cavaliers. Sanders back to Malaga. Malaga lines up the 3. Malaga drains a 3. And all the Cavaliers have to do is hold this out as it's a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pero hinahawakan na lang dito using the time as it's an impressive outing here for AFP. They were ready from tip-off. Slow start, but when they got going, they really poured on the points against these Senate defenders as Salupado, binato na lang ang bola. Senate running down court. As time is just running out here. Another 3-pointer for the Senate, no. Battle for the rebound, will end up with Salupado. And the AFP Cavaliers take down the Senate defenders in our 3rd game of our triple header. As it's an impressive victory led by Lumungsod and our best player of the game, Cordero. As it's a great one here at the Novadesi Convention Center as we turn it over to Rina with our best player of the ball game.
Maraming salamat, Enrico. Our best player of this ballgame from the AFP Cavaliers, we have Darwin Cordero. Congratulations sa inyong kupunan. Before the start of this ballgame, nakausap ko si Coach Sunny Manukat. Ang sabi niya nga sa akin, consistency was your problem during that first round eliminations. But how did you turn things around para mas maganda ang pagiging consistent mo sa laro in the second round eliminations?
Una sa lahat, siguro pinilit namin na i-compose yung team namin, nag-regroup kami. Always kami after ng game na nag-uusap kami. Tapos, hindi lang namin inayaan na, kumbaga, ni-remain namin yung as a champion team. So, yung pride or yung para sa sarili namin na dapat unbeatable kami, andun pa rin na, minintain lang namin yun. Hindi namin tinanggal sa sarili namin yun.
Darwin, alam ko isa sa mga inspiration mo dito sa paglalaro mo, itong beneficiary nyo na AFP EBSO. Meron ka bang mensahe para sa chosen beneficiary ng AFP?
Para sa chosen beneficiary namin, yung AFP EDSO, andito lang kami, gagawin namin lahat para makuha yung kampyonato, para may maitutulong po kami para sa inyo po. Patuloy lang po yung pagsuporta sa amin sa AFP Cavaliers.
Napakagandang pakinggan yung mensahe mong yan, pero may mga gusto ko bang batiin at pasalamatan para sa larong ito? Pasalamatan namin ang aming Chief of Staff, ang aming OTIC din, si General Gonzales, ang squadron commander namin sa Special Service, Colonel Ruben Ginolbay, Chief Clerk namin, Master Sergeant Ray Cabanayan and family. Binabati ko rin ang girlfriend ko, nandito ngayon nanood, Rosa Ocampo. Family niya, in general ko na, Ocampo family, Cruz, Palisok family sa Pangasinan again. Family ko sa Zamboanga, si Mama, Papa, Columbres family, Paita family, mga kapatid ko, Technical Sergeant Villanueva, binabati ko rin sa Zamboanga, taga Mampang. Maraming salamat sa ating best player of this ballgame, Darwin Cordero, and good luck on your future games here at the second round eliminations. At dahil po dyan, sa panalong yan, ito na po ang ating updated team standings as of today. Sa ating unang team po, nangunguna po rin po dyan ang kupunan ng Judiciary Mages with 5-2 on their win-loss record. Sinusundan po yan ang kupunan ng AFP Cavaliers, Senate Defenders at NHA Home Masters. Lahat po silang tatlo na may 4-2 on their win-loss record. Ang PNP Responders, GSIS Furies at TNR Warriors na may 4-3 sa kanilang win-loss record at OPPMS na may 3-3 sa kanilang win-loss record. Abangan niyo po because next Sunday, we have 3 exciting ball games right here at Novadesi Convention Center. Game starts at 2 o'clock p.m. Sa ating first game po dyan, maghaharap po dyan ang kupunan ng PNP Responders kontra sa OPPMS. On our second game, it's the GSIS Furies going up against the Senate Defenders in our main game. Next Sunday po yan, ang NHA Home Masters kontra naman po sa AFP Cavaliers. Sa ngalan po ng lahat ng bumubuo ng UNTV Cup, sa ngalan po ni Kuya Daniel Razon, my name is Rina Villamor Camara, thanking everyone for supporting UNTV Cup and wishing everyone a safe night.